Another day, another comic. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have quite a little haul, but quite an epic one. Now, a lot of these comics I have never owned before, but I have always wanted to own. And there's two different hauls in this. One was like a short stack of comics, and then the other two I ordered from somebody that I found on the internet. So I think I got a pretty good deal for all of these. The group of them, not so much. All right, so let's get right along into this. Now, unfortunately, when I went to go meet this guy, we had already agreed upon a price, and he, of course, looked up the comics, and then he saw all, the expensive prices because those ones were graded, and they were way better condition. So then I wound up paying more than what we agreed upon. And then when I get home, because there was actually a decent amount of them, I realized that there were comics that weren't even in there. So I literally got gypped. I still did okay, but I probably just barely broke even on them, and whatever. Anyways, so we have first up Wolverine #1. Now I went through and I just picked out the ones that are better comics because there were a lot of poop comics. There were a lot of comics that were just not that good. So we got Wolverine #1, and the condition is not too great on this, but it's not very great. Oh, now it's even worse. We got Wolverine #2. Again, conditions just absolutely terrible. It's horrendous. I did like this series. It wasn't bad, but I prefer the second ongoing series, #1 over this one for sure. And then we skip 3 for some reason, and we go right into Wolverine #4. And this one's in okay condition. It's not terrible, but it's still not that good. All right, next up, and this is a run that I'm just happy to own. It's not a complete run or anything, but Submariner. I will highly suggest picking up some Submariner comics. There are a lot of people speculating on Submariner and a lot of people spending a lot of money on Submariner right now. I haven't spent a lot of money on Submariner, but yes, I would be investing in Submariner right now. A lot of people are speculating that he is going to appear, but it would be cool if Submariner was the first mutant to appear in the Marvel series, since Disney was able to get the rights back to the mutants. We haven't seen any mutants yet from them officially. So it would be cool if they're waiting out to have Submariner, because he was the first confirmed mutant, and that was in X-Men #6. That was the first time they said that he was a mutant. And that's one that I would like to have too. X-Men 6 is a really cool comic. But so starting up, we got Submariner #2. Yeah, it's just... I'm going after a Submariner 1 right now, and I think that one is going to be what I invest in for Submariner. Submariner, I know he's coming. No, I don't. Submariner, I think he's coming. It's more of a speculation, but he's a great character who I think the value of his comic is always going to be high, and because people are always going to be thinking that he's coming. But I do think Wakanda Forever, I think he's coming. Next up, this is a comic that I have always wanted to own. Now, this is Submariner #5. This is the first appearance of Tiger Shark, and it's also the first appearance of Diane Arliss, the wife of Stingray, and it is also the first appearance of Dr. Dorcas. So there's 3 first appearances, but the main one and the origin is Tiger Shark, who is on the cover, and I've always loved this cover. So this is definitely a comic that I'm going to be holding on to. I just think it's a really cool comic. I don't think I'm going to have it graded, because looking at the condition and looking at what they're worth, they're really not worth that much in this grade at least. As you get higher, of course, it's going to be worth more. But that's okay with me. I'm okay having raw comics, and this is a super cool comic that I want to have in my collection. Next up, we got Submariner #8, and this is a really beat-up copy, but this is a really cool issue. This is Submariner going up against the Thing, and just a classic cover. Unfortunately, this cover is not very pretty, but it is still a cool cover. Okay, and next up, continuing on with Submariner, we got Submariner #9. again, any of these you could really be speccing on if you really think Submariner is coming. This is the first appearance of King Naga, and it's just another cool old Submariner comic to own. And it's really not that expensive. Again, none of these are really that expensive. So to be into them, even a CGC graded one really isn't that bad if you go on the lower grades. And I'm really starting to feel like any grade is better than no grade lately, especially when it comes to key first appearances, like especially. Now, before we really get into the really good ones, don't forget, everyone, that I am doing a giveaway. I know I'm being so annoying. But yes, we are doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. This is Spider-Man #1. The condition on this is actually really nice, too. But it is signed by none other than Todd McFarlane. No COA, but it definitely looks like his signature, and it's free to enter. As soon as I hit 100 subscribers, I am going to make a video, and yeah, and then you can get entered in for free, and I will ship it out to you for free and everything. All right, and next up is a comic that I've looked at for so long, and I just never made the purchase, and I finally made the decision. But we have Amazing Spider-Man #5, and that is the first time Doctor Doom was outside of a Fantastic Four series, and of course it's got to be ASM #5, like Fantastic Four #5, his first appearance. But this is a great comic to own. This comic has just, even in the super low grades, like this is really low grade. It's complete, but man, it's beat up. But even in this super low grade, they go for, they've been just continuing up in their value, and it's only going to go up from here. Fantastic Four is right around the corner, like. It's coming. Like, we've already had, the big four, and Fantastic Four is coming. They're going to start casting soon. And Doctor Doom will always be spec'd on if he's not in anything yet, because he's one of the greatest Fantastic Four villains of all time. Like, probably the greatest Fantastic Four villain, probably one of the greatest villains of all time. Doctor Doom is going to be really awesome when he finally does come. Now, again, this is a super low grade, so I didn't pay that much for it. I paid $300 for this one. Again, I got a good deal for these. So, and this next one, I think you've already seen in the cover, and oh yeah, it's a big comic. Next up, we got Fantastic Four #48, the first appearance of Galactus and the first appearance of the Silver Surfer. Whoo, this is a big book right here. I've always wanted to own this book, and I never have. And finally, this super low grade came up. Like, this thing's really, really beat up. Like, you can just see how beat up it is. It's bad. But like I said before, any grade is better than no grade to me now. Like, I have a 0.5 Marvel Spotlight #5, and I think that is so cool because it's still the first appearance of Ghost Rider. It's just a really low grade. This one probably is going to be a 0.5, maybe a 1.0, probably not, though. It is complete, though, and I paid $500 for this, and I think that was a really good price. I'm going to have this graded 100%. I'm having this one graded. The Amazing Spider-Man #5, I am still up in the air on having it graded or not. It just depends. But this I am definitely having graded, and I'm going to hold on to it because with the Fantastic Four coming, the rumors of Galactus and Silver Surfer are only going to continue, and once they appear, if we see anything on them, that is going to be huge for this comic. This comic is already a really expensive comic, but it has a potential for a lot more, and that's what I've been trying to do lately. I've been really trying to buy comics to spec on, and this is a great comic to spec on right here. It's two favorite characters for people. Like, these are great comic book characters, and we've already seen Silver Surfer, but we've never seen Galactus. Galactus would be... Eternals kind of got us, ready for, like, huge, like, beings. So Galactus could very well show up. But yeah, this is definitely one that I'm going to hang on to for a little while. It's a great comic to own, and eventually I will make a video on Silver Age comics that I'm going to be sending off to CGC. That one I might not do 25 because it's really expensive. Especially just to have these comics in general, to buy them and stuff. It's a lot of money to invest, and I mean, I could do it, but it's a lot of money to be invested and a lot of money to have invested for a long time. But yeah, this is a great comic, and I'm just so happy to be able to own it. Yeah, so that's the video, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for the recent subscribers. I really do appreciate it. So if you did like the video, please hit the like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified when I post videos. I really have been trying to get a lot of comic collections lately, and I just love buying comic books. Let's be honest. I love finding those first appearances. I have some lined up right now, and hopefully I can get a hold of more comics because there's some good ones out in the wild right now. Wintertime tends to be a little bit slower because people aren't doing garage sales. When that's going on, that's usually when people are going through old stuff and they find comic books. So it's, sometimes they'll post them up, but yeah, that's the best time to be buying comic books. Not right now. So thank you everyone for viewing, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.